guys to another World War Marvel, and today we have another crossover edition. So I'm here with two guys. I got Mike on my left, or your right, and Jonathan is back on my right. You've seen this guy a lot, lots and lots. Yeah,
I show up occasionally for Marvel.
But last time we were playing, we were doing the Contest of Champions. Now we're back to an actual game.
It's actual games?
Yes! That's awesome! And then there's Mike. Mike, you're new-ish. You're on other battle reports. New to this.
Different battle report.
So Mike decided to come on down, hang out, and so I thought I'd get him into a game. So this is going to be his first Marvel/DC Universe game. So what are you guys playing?
Well, I'm going to be running the Justice League, and we're going up against the X-Men.
and Mike here is doing the X-Men, as Jonathan was saying. That's right. And,
so we're doing 50 points. We're going to do the power level scenario.
Yeah. And I don't know that scenario because I haven't actually played it yet. So.
Yeah. It's one of the new DC ones. It's kind of, I think, one of the more balanced ones out of the DC scenarios.
Yep.
So we deploy in opposite corners, and then on the corners that we didn't deploy in, we have 2 3-inch radius zones. And the mission is to get your models into the zone and control them. Yeah. Score victory points for controlling zones, and you want to deny your opponent getting in the zone so you
want to kill people. I mean, beat them up, and because Batman doesn't kill people.
Magneto does, though.
I'm Batman. Anyhow, so let's show you the teams, show you the battle board, or the battle zone / board, and we'll get right into the match from there. Here it is. We have the DC Universe characters. John, why don't you walk us through the team?
Alright, so I'm using the Rebirth Batman rules that just came out. Yeah. Using the Batfleck model from Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
Flash with the recent update, so he has that Irresistible on his red attack now.
Nice.
Classic Wonder Woman model, standing in for our Gal Gadot movie Wonder Woman.
Gal Gadot, yeah.
And classic Jim Lee Superman. In this case, he's being used as Kingdom Come Superman from the new Superman card.
That is 40 points of Justice League.
It's actually 50.
50, sorry, we were talking earlier about if we're going to do 40 or 50.
50 points of Justice League,
50
and
points
I'm
of
using
Justice
the team
League
card as well, because it actually comes in at 39 points.
Nice.
So defensive teamwork, which is going to be going on probably Superman and Wonder Woman.
And you got these guys painted up by...
this is done up by 4 Realms of Chaos out of Markham here in the Toronto area.
Yeah, actually I think they're in Toronto now, are they not?
No,
they have their shop?
They moved their shop, it's still in Markham.
Okay.
It's north end of Markham.
Okay. And if you guys are wanting to check them out, I'll put a link below so you can check their work out. And if you need any commission painting, go from there.
Yeah, no, they've done all my DC stuff and my Marvel stuff. I'm very pleased with what I've gotten.
Awesome. Well, let's go see what Mike is using for his X-Men. Here we go. 50 points of mutants or X-Men. Why don't you walk us through who you have? Do you know them all, Mike?
I do know them all.
You do know them
pretty
all.
much.
Pretty much.
So we'll start in the back here. Obviously, we've got Magneto just chilling in the back.
Yeah.
We've got Colossus on his right, or I guess his left.
Yeah.
Deadpool's just in front of him, chilling out. We've got Rogue up front.
Mm-hmm.
We've got original Jean Grey here, and then Wolverine ready to go.
That is a whole whopping 50 points of X-Men. So I'll show you the board next. As always, this is our 3x3 board for our Marvel/DC Universe games. Basically, the edge of the mat over there is the 3-foot area. You got your trees and your houses. So these things, size 3, 4?
I would say 4.
4 because they're about the same size as a car.
Same size as a truck.
So size 4, truck 5.
Yeah.
Cars are 4, trees are 3.
3 to 4.
So I'd say 3.
Right.
The other are going to be lighter than the cars. You got these things, we'll say size, what do you want?
I'd say size 3.
Size 3 for lampposts, and then you got size 1 sort of debris kicking around. You got some barrels, the dumpster size 3, again another truck size 5, and then this sort of purple area is the purple sort of corner here marks the other edge of the 3-foot all the way over to that one. So this dumpster and this dumpster are technically in place, so they'll be size 4 barrels, and then these barricades will be size 2 most likely. So, and then the fences will be, we'll say size 2. We can go from there. So that is board, so we'll come back with deployment next. Here we are with deployment. For the Justice League over here, we have Superman up on that container. We got Flash down there, Wonder Woman over on the side there, and over just outside that zone, Batman decided to infiltrate. On this side of the board, Team X-Men, has decided to all stay right behind the building and cover for round number 1. All right, guys. Who's drawing the first round?
We'll let you draw tokens.
All right, I will draw the token. So we're kind of going into the first round here. We're about to pull out the tokens. So in the bag here, I have 7 Justice League tokens from Brian Allen and his Etsy store that he graciously donated to the channel. And then there's 5 Hydra tokens for Mike, just because he wanted the Hydra tokens instead of the Avenger tokens for his X-Men. And Justice League just makes sense for the Justice League that John's playing. So turn 1.
Bonus token is because of Batman's Mastermind.
That's right. Mastermind from Batman is that. So whoever I pull out gets to choose if they want to go first or second. It is
2 Hydras.
It is a Hydra.
All right, so put the other Hydra that extra
So you pulled
Mike,
2.
do you want to? Yeah. I didn't mean to pull out 2. I just grabbed one and scooped it out. Mike, do you want to go first, second?
First.
All right, Mike's gonna go first with his X-Men. All right, Mike's gonna activate first. And Mike, who are you gonna activate?
We're gonna activate Rogue and toss Wolverine.
You're gonna do a grab and throw action on Wolverine, and so we were already measuring it out, and so basically he can end after Rogue throws him at that yellow line there. So that costs Rogue 3 power to do that. So Wolverine then takes 3 damage, which that is okay. So Rogue is gonna continue activating. What are you gonna do with her next?
I'm just gonna move her up, basically the full 14 that she's
Alright,
got.
so spending 3 power and moving her
Yep.
up 14 inches, and she's going to be moving up to just beside that canister there. Basically on the sidewalk.
Yeah.
Like so. And with that said, Rogue is going to camp on her 2 remaining power because she did start within 5 inches of Magneto. She gets that extra power, or else normally it'd just be 1. So we'll go over to John next. John, what are you going to do?
I have, because I'm outnumbered by 2 models, I have 2 passes, and I have Strategist on Batman, so I technically have 3 passes a turn. I'm using my first one.
I love that pine, the pressed wood behind him. But yes, all right, so we're coming back over to Mike to move again. And Mike's next activation.
Just gonna activate Jean and go for the 6 inches just to go around the corner.
Right around that corner like so. Is she going to do anything else, or are you going to just sit on the power? Because I don't think there's much more to do at this point. It's all about just waiting.
Yeah.
All right. John.
All right, so with the last turn, I'm using my second of 3 pass actions.
Naughty, naughty, naughty. All right, we're going to come back to Mike and the X-Men again. Get all your turns in a row.
Why not? I'm gonna just
Well,
do my full movement with
With,
Learn the
with
basics.
Colossus. Full movement with Colossus. All right. And he's just going to end right there. John has to activate now because he just did 2 passes. So who are you going to activate first?
I'm going to activate Wonder Woman, and she is going to spend 3 power to do a super jump and cover 12 inches.
Of Leaping High.
Leaping high, and that's going to get her just to the other side of that gate.
Busting through the gate. And her movement right there. And camping on the rest of her power.
Camping on the rest of her power.
And for Mike's activation then, he's going to activate Magneto next. And you're going to do what with him?
Just gonna use 2 power to give him the 6-inch move.
Alright.
Just up to here.
Ending his movement right up there. Like so. So again, John has decided to use his 3rd pass for this round, and Mike's going to be activating Wolverine here and moving him up 7 inches so far, using 2 power with that, just to the edge of the sidewalk there. Then are you going to move him again, or are you going to keep him where he is?
I'm
Because you move him another 7 inches if you like, getting him quite close to that zone.
I'm gonna pull him. Yeah, I'm gonna pull him up.
Alright, and he's just going to go up to the front of that canister. Somewhere around there, like so. And going to camp on the rest of his 2 power. Alright. John's activation. I believe you're going to be activating Superman.
I am activating Superman, so he's going to spend 3 of his 12 power. Go Kingdom Come. To move 15.
Yep.
Flying
Right
all
up
the way
so.
over here. He's going to land beside that truck. He's then going to look at that nasty Wolverine. I believe I am in range to make a throw.
Let's see.
12.
Oh, no. No.
Just out. All right, so I'm not going to bother with the throw. And I'm at a range of heat vision, so that's going to be Superman's activation.
So he's going to camp on the rest
He's
of
going
his
to camp
power.
on the rest.
So Mike's go. He's going to activate Deadpool next, Ryan Reynolds, and he is going to try doing what?
I'm gonna try to do a body slide over towards the portal there.
Over towards
Or
this
the
one?
zone, I should
The
say.
zone, okay. So you need to make a power test, and what
Well, he
that...
actually needs to pick where he wants to land first.
That's true, actually. And you can't land in base contact with Batman. I'm Batman.
It doesn't really matter. I mean, anyway, he can get to me, so
Yeah.
I mean, I'll just pick like.
What's his lowest movement?
Bat's minimum is 4.
So I make him burn more power by being outside 4 inches of Batman.
So it would be like on this side, right? And I can pick like something like that.
Yeah, as long as a part of your base is inside of the power zone, you count as inside.
So Deadpool's going to try going there on the other side of the power zone, so he needs to make a power test. If not, he has to be outside of it.
Taking out my power.
Yes.
Yeah, so it's 2d8.
2d8 plus your power stat.
Yep, which you have a power stat of 6. And you're hoping for good.
Oh.
That is not. That's
good.
a 5 plus his power stat of 6 is only
11.
11. So you can't actually enter into that zone.
Yeah, so
we're just going to play it so you actually have to be outside of that zone from your direction where you're traveling.
So
So it's just straight back.
back, and he ends up here.
Yep. Like so.
Right at the edge of the zone.
And John's going to be activating Batman here.
Alright, so I'm going to spend 1 power
Yep.
in order to try to enter the power zone.
Let's see if it happens.
So I've got a power of 8, looking for 8s on the dice.
Oh, why can he roll well and you roll crap? Oh, you're using my dice. I'm sorry, Mike. I failed you. Just like Batman's about to fail the city.
Alright, so he's going to move back here, claiming that power zone. And then he is going to unload with 2 overloaded batarangs into Deadpool's forehead.
Which
I can only imagine. Yeah, they're gonna stick there, and his healing smack is kind of like, yeah. All right. So he gets to roll 3 dice here, and
3 dice.
add his attack.
My base attack is 7 at the moment.
Boo.
Boo. What is Deadpool's physical defense?
15.
Do you want to raise it and double check your damage? Because I believe you have a +1 physical in the red. Or in the gray.
+1 defense, +1 agility.
Yeah.
And then -1 power in the red.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you get +1. So your base is.
So your base.
So Deadpool here is improving his physical defense. Mike decided to pay the power for that. So Batman, gotta get a 19 or higher.
19 or higher on 3 dice with a +7.
That's to 10 plus 7 is 17.
17.
Would have been a crit though if he hit. Mike, what was that pose you just did?
Alright, and
Where's Deadpool's quick wits right now? That's what we need for this. Like, you know.
and second batarang following up the first.
Oh, that's a hit.
That's a hit.
That's a hit. That's an 18 on its own. That's the cockiness coming out. Yeah.
So that is
one
1
damage.
damage to the bat from the bat.
Yeah.
so
And 1 damage from Batman, and Batman does have that objective.
And bat.
Next up, John's going to be activating Flash, and what are you going to do with him?
Alright, so Flash is going to move twice, covering 30 inches of table, and with his face shift...
Hold on, 30 inches?
Yeah.
Does he have like little man syndrome or something like that?
Pretty
Yeah,
much.
yeah, okay. Okay, that's what I thought. 30 inches of stuff. Jump.
Alright. Get
Jump
himself
movement. Basically all the way over.
all the way, get himself into 2 inches.
Yeah. Because you can still attack at range with
He's got a
Flash.
range 2 on his base attack.
Awesome, we'll see what he does next. Alright, Flash here. He is going to He is going to do what?
So he's doing a combo strike.
Mm-hmm.
So this is a range 2 melee strike, which we are good for.
No way.
Yeah.
Not a range 2.
I know, who'd have thought?
I know.
He is going to overload it. So
Alright.
with his 7 attack versus Deadpool's still boosted
19.
19 defense.
You need to get 12 or higher.
13 or higher.
13, sorry, yeah, you gotta beat it. That
That's
does
an
not do
11.
it, that's an 11.
Alright, so that fails, but he's got 2 power left, and because this is the end of the turn, I don't need to worry about his exhausted.
Nope.
So he is going to burn those last 2 power for 1 more combo strike.
Not overloaded this time.
This time not overloaded. Actually, he is going to do...
So instead, he's actually going to do charge instead of the combo strike because it pushes Deadpool straight back. But he doesn't hit with a 9. So, we'll come back with initiative next. Alright, so far John has a 2-0 victory point lead over it. So here comes the next round. And look, I swear there is only 5 Hydra ones in there. So Mike gets first activation, or he can pass it off to John. We'll see what he does. So Mike has decided to allow John to go first. John?
I'm activating the bat.
He's going to try doing what to...
Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is most dangerous man on Earth, and I'm going to put Distract 2 onto Deadpool.
So Deadpool gets -2 to his physical defense.
I'm then going to declare an overloaded Batarang to the forehead.
Yeah.
Do you want to boost back your defense?
With Deadpool?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it goes back up to a 16?
Back to a 16,
16 is what it's at right now.
Yeah, it's canceling out my negative.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, so I have base 7. I need 10 on the dice.
Just 10.
Oh, that is a crit. So you want Deadpool to roll that because that's a double 8 right there for the crit. So Deadpool takes 2 damage from a Batarang sticking out of his head. He's like, ow, that hurts.
And he also gets Ensnare 1.
Yes, so his movement goes down by 1 for this round.
And then Bat will throw another Batarang at him.
Overloaded or regular?
Just regular.
All right.
Camps on 1 power this way. So 7 attack on your 16 defense. And that's 20. That's
a
good.
hit.
It looks
another
scary when I
point.
saw the
Yeah, 1 more damage to Deadpool. And
then the Bat is going to activate Master Tactician.
Master Tactician. Willpower check, and he gets to activate another model.
All right, so I'm +1 willpower because I'm in the gray, so this is a 12 willpower.
And he
10
makes it,
succeeds.
so he gets to activate another model. We'll see who that is.
And that's good.
So the next activation for John then is going to follow up with Flash here.
So we're doing an overloaded combo strike.
All right.
So I am a 7 attack versus 16 defense because Deadpool is still
so you need
boosted.
10 or higher. Well, that's definitely a hit, so that's
another 2
damage to Deadpool. He's still in the gray.
Still in the gray. Alright, I am then going to do another combo strike.
Oh.
I'm not going to overload this. I will overload this.
Alright.
He's down to a 15. I need 8.
Well, no, he's still in the gray.
No, but I add another distract. Combo strike.
Oh, combo strike has distract.
Yeah.
Ah, bastard. I mean, I don't like that. All right, so he's at a 15.
So it's 15. Yeah, I'll overload it.
And it's going to be overloaded as well. All right.
Good. Alright. So, you're filming?
Yeah.
Alright, so because of the last combo strike hit, Deadpool gets an additional distract 1 for that, so he's now down to a 15 defense. 1 more overloaded combo strike.
And that is a hit right there.
Right there for another 2 damage, which puts him into the pale.
Nah, that's not good.
So adds another distract on him, and he lost that bonus, so it's effectively a -2, so brings him down to a 13. So my last 2 power will be a charge.
He's going to charge and try to push him back.
So
All right.
push 1, or push 3. And this is not overloaded.
Regular attack. Here we go.
Alright, so this is now versus a 13.
Flash. And that's a
That
hit right
hits.
there. So another 2 damage to
Another 2 damage on
Deadpool.
and he gets push 3. Where did my tape measure go?
And so Deadpool ends his activation here, or I shouldn't say activation, being pushed there on the tree and collided with it. So he does take a damage, and does that put him into the red yet?
Just the pale. He's 2
Oh, he's
off
still in the
red.
pale. All right. So Mike is going to activate Deadpool next. What are you going to do with him?
I'm going to try and trick on Batman.
All right, so here's the roll.
So
Batman needs to make a willpower check.
He's got a willpower of 12.
And that's a 10. That's...
He says, who do you think you are, the Joker?
That's right. And then what are you going to do with him after that?
I'm going to use my 1 movement to move up to Batman.
Okay, so you're definitely within 5 inches
You have
of
to
him.
actually get, he has to enter the power zone.
So you have to make a willpower test.
actually.
No, power check. So 2
Oh,
dice.
yes.
So you're looking for 10 on 2 dice.
Unless you want to go towards Flash and try Flash instead.
There's 10.
There you go.
You're good. All right.
More models going down.
They're not going down.
So he has entered into the zone, which means he's contesting that zone now as well, which is important.
Yep.
And then you've got 3 power left. You can do an overloaded stab if you wanted.
I'm going to do that.
All right. 3 dice.
And Batman will boost his physical defense, putting him to 19.
All right. Roll 3 dice. And you want double 8s if you get it. All right. So you rolled a...
Not even
that's
a good roll.
Well, no. You got 1 reroll.
Yeah.
So that's 8 plus your attack of 7 is 15. So you might want to reroll that 1 for something better. So... And that's a 10, so that's 14 plus your attack of 7 is 21. So that is definitely enough to do.
2 4s,
And that's
isn't
2 damage, so it's a bonus damage for the crit, and stab is 2 damage base.
Yeah, so it's 3 damage
Three
in total
damage.
with Batman. It's a good job.
That's right.
So Mike's gonna activate Magneto next after a little bit of a pass thing.
Yeah.
And so Magneto's gonna fly up
Yep.
12 inches just to the end of that truck there.
Yep.
And is he gonna do anything else?
He's gonna use his Master Tactician.
Yeah.
Does he want to do any attacks or anything?
I don't think
I
he
don't
has
think I have
anybody in range
range.
of your
Is
attacks.
he in range of trying to do a metal storm?
No.
Or meat grinder, rather?
It's so Mike here is going to try doing Master Tactician next, so he needs to make a willpower test, and that's a 9. Allows when he saw the 8, allows him to activate another model next. So Mike activated Colossus and just moved him up to keep him in bodyguard range for Magneto. So we'll come back with John's activation next. All right, and John, what are you doing?
So Wonder Woman is activating her super jump. So
Yeah.
she's going to land within 4 inches of Wolverine.
Okay.
Getting her to about there.
I want to see those footprint craters on the ground after her jumping, you know? And then she's going to do lasso.
And then she is going to use the lasso of truth. So Wolverine is now -4 to speed, -2 to physical and energy defense until the end of the round.
Oh, man. Dangerous. Mike, your activation.
I'm gonna activate 2 power.
Okay.
I'm gonna move Rogue up over to here.
Yeah.
We've measured it out.
Maybe just put her touching both the scenery piece and Wolverine as a suggestion. Doing a little coaching here. Hope you
Yeah.
don't mind, John. Just
No,
so that way he can still throw this
Yeah.
next turn. So,
And then I'm gonna throw Wolverine at Wonder Woman.
all right.
And we're gonna use the fastball special.
From Wolverine,
Yeah.
spending the 1 power from him. So, Wonder Woman does have 8.
She has an 8 agility with acrobats.
Reroll.
see
All
what
right.
happens.
Where do you want Wolverine to actually end his throw? Because that is important.
Just in front where it hits her.
Yeah,
That's all I would
that's
say.
what I would think. Like right there, basically.
Technically has to go past her
So
because she's not in the line of throw if he ends there.
Okay, so go over. I wouldn't do that.
just
I would do
at
it
least
like right
side to side
sideways, like that.
Oh, I didn't know you could do that.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
I think like if I'm throwing straight, you're
Yeah,
going
yeah.
straight,
Yeah,
right?
Well,
what you're doing is
you're coming and
you're
clipping the
picking
base,
point, you're
right?
picking the
Okay.
point where you want him to land.
Yep.
And then you have a line that's equal to the size of the object. So it's a
That's
size. So you're doing a 2-inch line between
all
where
the
you
way
threw
to-
to where he landed.
Okay.
Yep.
And anything under that line is a target.
Yep.
Okay.
And so you're going to put all the damage onto her, which is 2. So she needs to make an agility test.
Yeah. So she is an 8 with a reroll.
Yep. And she fails.
13.
Here's the reroll. And that is a 4. She makes it. So she doesn't take the damage, and she's not knocked down, but Wolverine still gets his snicked attack.
Yep.
So he makes an attack roll. So you can overload this if you want to.
And she is going to boost her physical defense.
Alright, so you spend 1 extra power to overload that.
3 dice.
Yeah, it's 3 dice. And you're trying to... Nope, no.
I thought it was.
Nope, it's a free snicked attack.
You don't actually.
Yeah.
It doesn't actually cost you anything to activate it,
I
but it
see.
would cost you a power to do the overload.
I see.
That's right. Alright, and then you roll 3 dice, add your attack modifier on there. So that's a 16 plus your attack value is 6, which is 22, which is enough to hit her, and also do 3 damage to her as well, which is good. And Rogues camps on the 3 remaining power that she has this round. Alright, Johns, go.
All right, so we're activating Superman. We've already measured this out. He's burning 3 power, which is going to get him over base to base with Rogue. He is then going to attempt an overloaded grab and throw.
Which Rogue wants to improve her physical defense, correct?
Yeah.
So her physical defense goes up to
16.
plus 2.
All right, so
So
18 versus my 6 attack.
You want him to fail this.
Yeah.
I know.
Which he does fail that. That's a
total
16 in
16.
total.
Flying colors.
Yeah, yeah. A 1, a 2, and a 7 plus his attack value is 6. So that's good. He fails that. He burns 4 power.
4 power for it, leaving him with 5, of which he is going to do 3 for a freezing breath.
Freezing breath, eh? All right,
So
Superman, for the rest of us,
Superman
go.
is going to use freezing breath,
And
which
you'll
will
hit
catch
both those guys.
Magneto and Colossus both. So they
Yep.
are doing agility checks.
And there's 7 both. Seven.
Yeah, they're both 7. So who do you want to start with?
We'll start with Colossus.
Colossus, all right. So he gets a 15. You want that for an attack roll. So he
Yeah.
takes 2 damage. And then Magneto,
I'm fixing it.
don't worry about it, just roll. Magneto's fine. Takes
Magneto
1
actually
damage.
passes. So Magneto takes 1 damage.
And is not ensnared.
Okay.
And then Superman's going to camp on his last 2 remaining power. So we'll go back to Jean Grey's activation. Or...
Well, I've activated everybody.
Wolverine.
So it's Wolverine and Jean Grey
So,
both.
Mike's next activation is going to be Jean Grey.
So we're gonna move her up to here.
Yeah, using 3 power.
Yeah.
So she's within 4 inches of this.
Yeah.
We've already measured it all out. And then she's going to do what?
We're gonna use telekinesis.
All right,
and
so
go
that's
towards Superman.
2 power. So it picks up this telephone pole, which you said was size 3.
Yep.
Because it's strength 3. And then it gets thrown at Superman, who's within 6 inches.
Alright, so Soups has the agility 8.
Yeah, so we want... Ah, he makes it!
He makes
That's not good. So that telephone pole is destroyed. And then you still can do your other ability, though, if you wanted to. That we were discussing earlier. You can still use your Psychic Illusion. And I would overload for the extra die.
Yep.
That's what I would do. So you have 3 dice.
And I will boost my mental defense by 1 because there's no point in not doing it.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you?
Yeah.
So it puts me to a 16 mental.
Okay, and you have a 5 attack, so you need to get a 12 or higher on 3 dice. So that is a 9, plus your attack of 5 is 14. 15 because you got +1 because you're in the gray. So that is also a fail, unfortunately. All right, and the last activation of this round is going to be Wolverine. So Wolverine's going to do what?
We're gonna overload and do a snicked attack.
All right, so
we've
that's...
got the agility roll from Wonder Woman.
So Wonder Woman's going to use her shield. She's got the 2 power for it.
Yeah.
So
Agility 8.
agility roll with acrobats.
So she makes
7,
it.
she makes
So it's
it.
attacked. It's canceled.
Cancel the attack.
So
You still have enough...
the willpower. Then?
Yeah, so you're next going to try moving into the power zone there.
Yep.
All right, so you need to make spend his last 2 power to move in there because he is at -4 with the lasso for movement. So
Yep.
you have enough range. So you just need to make a power
So you're
check.
looking 16 and he's got a
7.
7, so you need 9s on the dice.
Oh my gosh.
No luck there, man.
Stop just at the edge.
Yep.
Which is
Just
good
like
though, because
so.
it also means I have to burn power to attack him back.
End of the round. Deadpool here made a stamina test. Unfortunately, Mike rolled it before we got a camera. He rolled a 7, so he's still on his feet. And nobody scored any points because this power zone is contested. So we'll come back with initiative next. All right, initiative. Next round. Here we go. Gonna pull one out. And it is a Justice League. That's not good.
That's not holy.
So John's going to be activating first, and
Alright.
what are you going to do?
We're doing a grab and throw on Rogue.
Okay,
So
from Superman,
From
of course.
Superman, obviously. 6 attack on her 13, her
18.
18 defense.
18.
So I need 13s on the dice.
Yeah. And that is
14.
a 14. Oh,
Lucky
no.
for him, it can't be a crit because it was a grab.
That's right. So she is grabbed
She is grabbed.
She is
She
gonna
is
be
getting
thrown.
launched.
12 inches somewhere through people.
Yeah. She's going to get launched all the way over here.
Yeah, right back there.
Yeah. I'm going to put 1 damage on Magneto and 1 damage on Colossus.
Okay, so they both need to make an agility test. So who's this for? It doesn't matter, but one of them, it does. It does.
I was gonna pick Magneto.
Okay,
I
so
will.
then 1 damage also on Colossus, and he needs to make an agility test as well.
He makes his agility test first.
I'm fair that way. I was gonna pick Magneto.
And so he also is knocked
fails
down as well. So
Alright.
both these guys
Both
are
these
knocked
guys
down.
are knocked down.
And we will use these lovely counters once again to represent being knocked down.
Alright, perfect.
The rest of Superman's go here.
Alright, so he's going to burn 1 power to move forward. We've pre-measured, get some here
Yep.
to Magneto. He is then going to overload a super punch for the damage,
Not for the extra
not
die.
for the extra attack.
So he
it's-
needs to get an 8 or higher on these dice. Which he gets an 8. Plus his attack of
6.
6
bodyguard.
and 14, that
He
is.
can't bodyguard.
That's right.
Oh, he's knocked down.
That's why I
That's
assigned
right.
the damage to him.
And so Magneto just takes 6 damage to the face, putting him into the pail. Mike's go. He's going to spend a power here to activate Magneto, I believe.
Yep.
Magneto's rest of his go. You're going to do a...
Blunt instrument at Soups.
Going to pick up this crate there.
This one.
Okay. And throw it just behind Superman.
Yep.
And assign all damage to him.
Alright,
So he needs to make stamina test.
No, actually agility test.
Agility test, yeah.
Which
and he
he
fails.
fails.
So he does take 2 damage from that.
Okay.
And he's knocked down. So, which is really good for you. And this one disappears. Magneto here is going to do another blunt instrument, correct, Mike?
is it blunted? Yeah.
A blunt instrument,
Yeah.
yeah. And you're gonna pick this
Yeah.
this crate up, and you're gonna throw it again on
That's
Superman,
it.
who's already down and who can't actually make an agility test to ignore that. So he's still knocked down and takes a further 2 more damage, so 4 in total. And Magneto's camping now on 1 power. And if Magneto's go, he's gonna do Master Tactician, see if he can activate another model. Here we go. Come on, Mike. There you go with a 6. You make
There you
it.
go.
So for the Master Tactician activation, who are you going to activate, Mike?
We're going to activate Jean.
Jean. All
We're going
right.
to start with a Psychic Illusions. We're going to overload it for 3.
On to Superman. All right. So let's roll 3 dice. Add your attack value to it, which is 6. Look at that. You just did 3 damage to Superman.
I roll ones. That was a really bad roll.
You still have 5 more power. You can do a lot more damage to Superman if you want to.
Yeah, we're gonna do Psionic Blast.
Psionic Blast, not Psychic Blast. Oh, sorry, that was me that said that. So Psionic Blast onto Superman. It is explosive too, so Magneto will get caught, but he's immune to mental, so Colossus will be in there, I think, too. We'll check that. All right, so that's a hit as well. That's a further 3 damage to Superman, who puts him into the pale, which is what you want at this point in time.
What happens to him?
He loses his +1 power from being the gray, and he's
Yeah.
-1 willpower.
And now,
Willpower?
he also has to roll stamina at the end of each round or become knocked out, which is really bad and what
If
you
he gets
want for
knocked
Superman.
Out, is he like out?
That is that.
He's minus.
All right, so John is activating Wonder Woman. She did her super jump from over here and could either land here in the center or over here on the other side, and she'd be hitting basically Colossus, Magneto on this side and Superman, or Jean, Colossus, Magneto, and Superman on that side with her. What is it called?
It's Amazon Fury.
Amazon Fury. So it's a burst, 2 inches.
It's a 2-inch expansive wave with stun 2 and 5 damage supernatural.
5 damage supernatural.
Supernatural magic.
Hitting the guys automatically that are knocked down. Blowing up this truck.
Yeah.
So you don't need to roll. It happens automatically. So that truck's gone. He takes 5 damage. Magneto takes 5 damage. Needs to make an agility test. Superman needs to take a stamina.
Fails because he's knocked down.
Yeah.
So he takes the.
He takes 5 and he makes a stamina test.
Yeah.
I was saying agility. I mean stamina. So Magneto needs to make an agility test. Mike?
Sorry, I was just.
I know you were like focusing on like Mike.
Sorry.
So
what do I?
you need to roll low here. You need to roll 7 or less. 7 or less. 7 or less. Here we go. Oh! All right. So Magneto takes 5
That was
damage.
close.
You were close.
Yeah. Now he needs to make a stamina test.
Well, do all the damage first, and then
Yeah,
the stamina
okay.
checks.
So Superman fails. He has 2 health left. Colossus takes 5. He goes into the red, and then Jean needs to make it
takes a stamina check.
a agility test.
For agility.
So she has agility 7 as well. So you need to roll 7 or less. Come on. 7 or less. 10. No. So she takes 5 damage as well. And that puts her still in the gray, actually. That's good for Jean. And then now we need
So Magneto and
stamina
Supes are both on
Supes.
stamina
Yeah.
checks. All right, so Supes is a 12 stamina.
And he fails.
Fails it.
He is knocked out. Can you pass me one of the orange knocked out tokens from Brian Allen? Again, you can check the link below if you want any of these. They're great for playing the game. And then Colossus needs to, Magneto needs to make a stamina test. And his stamina is 7 as well. 8. All right, 8.
Oh,
That's a 1. You can do it. You can do it. Anything but an 8. Don't roll an 8. Don't roll an 8. He's still alive. That is good.
Now,
good.
there is also stun 2 on that attack.
All right.
Everyone who took damage loses 2 power.
Everybody that failed their
that
stamina
just the
test.
turn?
Yeah.
Everyone, well, yes.
All right, Mike, who are you going to activate after
we're gonna activate
the
Rogue.
Amazon Beast decided to bring the hurt?
So we're gonna activate Rogue.
Okay, so she's going to spend her power to stand up.
Yep.
And
We're
then
gonna burn the rest of her power to
move into base contact
and then
here.
use her power drain.
All right, so you need to roll 2d6 or 2d8, sorry, and beat Superman's willpower.
Supernatural defense is 7.
So you need to get a total of 8 or higher on 2 dice in your attack. So there you go. There's an 11. So he takes 3 damage and
enough
is
to KO him.
taken out of combat. And what do you want to steal from his skills attributes, I would steal his power.
His power.
And does he have any power left?
Because he was knocked out, his all power was
drain
0.
is the only thing that I was thinking of.
He was 0
All right.
because of the knockdown.
All right, you get 10 power though with Rogue from now on, which is fantastic. After that fury of activity from both Rogue and friggin' Wonder Woman, John, it's your activation.
All right, so the bat's going to activate.
Yep.
He's going to do a sneak attack on Deadpool.
All right.
He's going to overload it.
All right. Deadpool's going to spend a power.
Oh yeah.
Improve his physical defense up to a 17?
17.
Because he's in the hail.
He's only got 15.
All right, and I'm 7 attack, so I'm looking for 11s on the dice.
All right. You definitely get it. That's an 18. How much damage is that on
That
Deadpool?
is 4 damage.
Ooh, 4
Minus
damage.
1 power.
That isn't good.
All right.
Anything
and
else? He also needs to make a stamina test because he's in the red.
What's his stamina?
Stamina is probably like 8. Yeah. And that's a 6 by the looks of it. Is that cocked? Yeah, it's cocked.
Yeah.
It's cocked. So re-roll that
Yep.
too. So you got a 4 and 8. He is out. He is out. That changes
knocked
things.
out. Yes. All right.
All right, with can you pass me one of those KO counters? With that roll, Deadpool is knocked out. There we go. Is knocked out. Yes, he is mental. All
right.
So Batman.
Batman's going to finish up with a reinforced gloves.
All right,
It's gonna miss somehow.
and that's an 8 plus his attack value. That definitely hits.
15.
I was joking.
So that's another 2 damage.
Another 2 damage.
Which is
he's not dead yet.
He's not
Leaves
dead
you
yet.
with 1.
He's on his last box.
And there's
And then I'm going to
Hands
Master
like
Tactician.
chopped off.
yeah.
So, still willpower 12.
Leash.
And you make it.
Make it.
So Flash is
So
gonna
Flash
activate.
is going up. So Flash, I believe, is in.
Flash here is gonna activate next. It's John's last activation for this round,
Right,
actually.
so he's going to use Charge
Yep.
on Deadpool.
5 plus his
5
attack.
plus his attack of 7 is 12.
That's
which is enough to hit.
Just enough.
Yep. So Deadpool's
So that's Deadpool KO'd.
Yep. He is incapacitated. Oops. Flash here.
Okay, so he's
Finishing
gonna
his
use,
action.
So he's going to use hypersonic speed. We've pre-measured it.
Yeah.
He's going to land here,
Just in front of the truck.
just in front of the truck, which is in 2 inches of Gene, which is just in range, so you can start doing some combo strikes.
Alright.
That's the 2 there. Leaves me with 5, so I'm going to do an overloaded combo strike.
Okay.
Where'd my other dice go?
I don't know.
Oh, right there.
That's where it went. Alright, so...
Jean is flying, so she gets +1 defense.
Yeah, so the fly skill gives you +1 defense against grounded targets
Yeah, for Jean Grey.
for melee attacks.
What's her physical defense? The shield? Alright, so Jean has a 16 physical defense with the fly calculated in that. So you're doing 2 combo strikes up against her?
I'm
or
going to
one
start with
and then-
1. Start with 1.
Yeah.
I need 9 to hit.
Wow. That's a crit. So
That's
that's
crit.
3 damage to Jean.
3 damage, and it is distract 1.
Okay.
So that would leave me now. I need 8s to hit on 2 dice. But
Yeah.
it would leave me exhausted.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it's worth it.
Alright.
What's exhausted end up
He
doing?
gets
negative
minuses
trait.
for it.
Yeah,
It's only
okay.
for Flash.
Yeah, it's a flash effect.
Yep. Yeah, let's do it again.
Do it again. All right, combo strike. I need 8s this time because of distract.
Misses. Alright.
All right.
We'll come back with the rest of Mike's activations next. Alright. Mike, what are you going to do?
Alright, so he's standing up.
Yeah,
earned
that's
power,
1 power that he gets from Magneto.
Leaves him with 7.
Yep.
He's gonna overload an osmium punch
'Kay.
on her.
So that's 3 dice.
3.
Plus your attack of something. 6.
6.
6.
And she will burn her last power to boost her physical defense.
Alright. So she goes up to something good.
Come on, dice gods.
There you go. That's a
So she's 18 physical.
19
Wow.
in total.
There you go.
So that's a critical, so it's 3 damage as well to Wonder Woman.
Yep.
And now you're going to do the overloaded grab and throw.
Yep.
Alright.
And we're gonna do...
Actually, does he have a critical on his? No.
No.
No. If
So you got to roll to hit first.
I just want to see where
Yeah,
it
you're
would
just
be
going to throw him
anyways.
towards Wolverine.
It would be there.
Yeah.
So we'll just mark that real quick.
got it,
And
I
then
got
we
it.
just gotta roll a throw.
Okay, so you got 3 dice because you're overloading. There, that's a hit as well.
Yeah.
So she's going to take another 3 damage from that. And she's knocked down, which is really good for Wolverine to jump on her. And that one is gone. Wolverine's going to be activating next for Mike. Well, he was in base contact with
was
it.
he?
Yeah, I moved it. I moved it by accident. And I'm like, shit, that's something. That's something. I better move it back.
So we're moving 1 power. He's
Yeah.
within 4. We measured it.
Yeah.
So base contact. And we're going to use the best there is.
All right.
And because she is now knocked down, so she is down to a physical defense of 13.
4.
Should leave you with 2 left to do a snicked attack after that as well.
Oh.
Because, is it overloaded?
No.
Are you going to overload it?
Is there a point to?
Because your attack is only 6 right now, and you need to get a.
Yeah.
You gotta roll an 8. So
With 2?
Yeah.
with 2, but you get a reroll. So that's the thing that you think of. You can do.
I'll risk it.
You're gonna try it. Okay.
Well, it means that you get the snicked attack after this as well.
That's
I'm
right.
going to try it. I know it's just 1 attack, but
Okay.
I'm going to try it.
All right. You get to reroll that.
What do I need to get? An
What-
8?
what is-
It was
he
an
would-
8.
Yeah, 14. He's already at.
Oh yeah. Oh okay.
Yeah.
There you go. So 4 damage to Wonder Woman.
Is it
Puts her in the
overloaded
pail.
5?
Okay.
Is it overloaded 5?
You didn't overload it.
No.
Oh,
You don't-
yeah.
Now you're doing the snick.
guys got me
Now you're doing the snick
He doesn't have
attack.
Power Master.
No,
That's right.
I was mixing myself up.
Now you're doing the snick attack.
Okay, so
You're
then
using the
I
last 2 power for snick
Yeah.
attack. Yep.
And I need another 8, right?
Yeah. And so that's 9. So that's 2 more damage into Wonder
Gets her into the
Woman.
red.
And she needs to make a stamina test.
Alright, so stamina check. She is stamina 11.
Oh,
With
a
soldier.
reroll. And she
11,
makes
she's
it.
fine.
Yeah, nice.
All right, stamina test for everybody else. So again, Wonder Woman needs to make another stamina test, and then everybody here needs to make a stamina test as well to see what
Alright,
happens.
so Wonder Woman's stamina check.
Fine.
8, she's fine.
All right, who do you want to start with?
Let's start with the big guy, Magneto.
Magneto's stamina 8. So come on, 8 or less. No. Ah! Come on, where's Deadpool when you need him with that? So he is knocked out. Pass me one of the orange ones there.
I'm going to bring them all over.
Yeah.
'Cause I think we made a couple of
Rogue,
Sure, we'll get
or who are you going to next?
Let's go to Rogue.
All right, Rogue has a stamina of 8. And, oh, she's knocked out as well. That's not good. Who's next?
Colossus? Just
Colossus,
one?
yeah. He's stamina
11.
11, so 13. Oh my goodness.
And Jean.
Last one,
See, now
Jean.
I'm rolling good when I don't
Yeah,
want to be.
yeah.
How much she's.
I think this is a game changer right here. And she makes it with 6.
All
All
right,
right.
Jean's on her
Woo!
So what happens with them?
Turn 4, here we go. Let's see what happens. Justice League.
I was like, Hydra!
Alright,
So John's going to be activating Wonder Woman first and just spent 2 power to loop around into Colossus and Magneto.
and then she's going to do 2 separate sword strikes. The Sword of Athena.
Okay.
So these are 2 damage, irresistible, supernatural.
All right.
Neither is overloaded.
Yeah.
She is, because of her injured condition, she is now down to a 6 attack
Yep.
with Master Fighter.
And so, who are you going after first?
I'll start with Magneto.
Okay, so he is at a 10 defense.
Can I boost it?
No, because you're knocked
That's
out.
why
You have
I
no
can't.
power.
Yeah, 0 power. All right,
And
so
that's
hits.
a hit and does 2 damage.
I would kill him then.
Incapacitates Magneto.
All right.
After he's already taken a fall today, he takes the second one now. And
And
next,
she's going to then follow up on Colossus. Same
Okay.
thing. His supernatural
14.
is
Oh, sorry. 11.
11.
11. Supernatural. I thought it was physical.
Yeah.
But you hit with
Yeah.
11 minus 6.
All right.
Yep. So
So
plus 6.
So that's 12.
That's 12. That is 2 damage to
2 damage.
Colossus.
Yeah.
And it's your activation next, Mike.
He's done.
All right, Mike, what are you going to do for your activation?
We're gonna try and we're gonna wake up if we can on Colossus.
Are you sure?
Yeah,
All right. There you go.
10.
He is up.
Colossus is
barely.
The rest of Colossus activation, what are you going to do?
We're gonna overload throw on Wonder Woman and
Grab
we're gonna
and throw?
her towards the truck if it makes.
Right behind Flash there.
All right.
All right, let's see what you roll. And that is 11 plus your attack of 6, which is 17, and is enough.
It is enough.
Because she does not have power to improve her physical defense.
She is stuck with. Yep, she was stuck at her
So,
16.
she takes 3 damage.
By 1, just by.
Ugh.
My shotgun.
right behind here.
I can throw her 8 inches though, right?
Yeah.
I can throw her behind.
Yeah, absolutely.
Throw her as far as you can.
Oh yeah.
Throw her
that's
right
what
behind there.
Yeah.
Now she needs to make a stamina test because she's back into the
Back into
unhealthy.
red. So stamina 11.
Yeah. And you fail.
Fail, but I will re-roll it. 'cause
Soldier.
she's a soldier.
Yeah. And you make
11.
it. Oh no.
So he is
Agility check on Flash. So here we go. And he makes
5. He
it.
makes it. So.
All right, Flash.
All right. So Flash is going to use the charge on Colossus.
Yeah.
We've figured out it is in range.
Absolutely.
He is overloading for the attack. Colossus
Okay.
can't boost his 20 defense because of solid.
That's
That is
12 and not
plus
enough.
7. That is not enough. All right.
Next, he's going to be doing what?
Actually, no. Maybe no. I'm going to target Jean.
Target Gene.
Jean with bolts. So
right.
Colossus can bodyguard it.
He's going to bodyguard.
Bodyguard it.
And so how many power does this leave you with? 2?
This is leaving me 2 power.
All
Okay,
right.
so this is an energy attack, which
Yep.
Colossus' energy is 17.
Yes, it is.
Yep.
All right, so I need 11 on the dice.
Oh, you get it.
Oh, that's-
that's
and then
that's
some.
some. Yeah. How many
Like a
damage is
super-
that?
Is that like a super crit?
Sadly, no. It's only a regular
Should
crit,
be.
but it is going to be 4 damage.
It's 4 damage.
Four
Puts
energy.
you into the
Minus
red.
2d.
Perfect. And then he camps on his last.
And you need to make a stamina test with Colossus.
Sorry.
And you're fine with a 10. All right, Mike's next activation.
We're gonna try and bring her back from the knocked out
Back
position.
from the brink.
Okay.
She's at 7 stamina, so I need 7 or under.
Is she has 7 stamina?
Yeah.
8 stamina.
Oh yeah, I keep doing that.
Yes, I know. 8 stamina,
That's
dude.
so
Don't. Yeah.
All right, 8 or less.
Ah! No, she's still there.
All right, so that's the way.
So Batman here, it was his go, but John's going to decide to pass and allow Mike to go again with these guys.
All right.
Next activation for
Jean
Mike.
Grey.
Yeah.
We're gonna do a psychic illusions attack on
Okay.
Wonder Woman.
What's the
Overloaded.
range on that? 12, right?
12.
All right. So over to Wonder Woman over there. You're at -3 from being knocked down.
Yeah.
So 3 dice. Let's see what you get.
Defense.
And that is definitely enough because that is a 14 right there.
That puts the Wonder Woman down.
And Wonder Woman's incapacitated.
Kinesis
Yeah.
or whatever.
All right, Jean's next part of her action is going to be what?
Psycho electrokinesis.
All right. And so that's an energy attack.
It is.
You're gonna. Oh, you have no power left
I've
with
got,
him.
no power. I've got 2 power, so I will boost my energy.
Okay.
So it puts me to 20.
Okay. And this is overloaded, so you need to get over 21. So that is 14 plus your attack of
Probably 20.
7. No, 5. So that's 19. That is not
Not
enough.
Try.
All right. Wolverine's the last activation for this round 4, and he's using all of his power to get to the other side of Flash.
Flying.
Yep, 14 inches of movement.
Alright, let's
Next, you're going to be using the last 3 for an overloaded snick.
All right. I will boost my physical. It is my last power, so exhausted goes into effect.
Yeah.
So I get +2 for the boost, then -1 for exhausted.
Okay, so +1.
+1 effectively 19 defense rate.
All right. Come on. Reroll that one because you can't fail anything. You got close combat master. So there you go. And it's a critical. 3 damage. 3 damage. Woo! It's the end of the round. We need stamina tests for both Jean and Colossus. Let's see what happens. So who are you doing first?
Colossus.
All right. He's fine. Oh, you should have done Jean. Let's see that again for
Second
Jean.
die.
Come on. No!
So Jean is knocked
Jean
out.
is knocked out.
All right, and pulling.
Here we go. Initiative. Let's see what it is. Sorry, dude. It's the Justice League.
A physical attack, I will overload it.
Flash here is going to activate first for John.
Yep. So
And-
Flash is going to use charge. He is overloading it. So it's on Jean Grey.
Yep.
3 dice.
7 power.
You have you're at -1, dude. Yeah.
Yeah,
So you're at 6, and you need both your power to get up to there.
I need 3.
Unless he's within 4, measure 4. But anyhow,
Yeah.
go ahead.
Yeah.
All right, so you're.
No.
All right, so no bodyguard for Jean.
That's it.
That hits.
How much damage is that?
Hold on, though. Where are you?
Sorry, he does have enough power to bodyguard because it's a new round, so he is bodyguarding. That attack that would have hit Jean is now hitting Colossus. Oh man,
And it still
Wow.
hits Colossus.
and it still hits Colossus.
So that is 2 damage.
Yeah.
And push 3.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah.
I wish we knew that.
Well, yeah, I didn't realize the push, but that's
No,
fine.
because
That's okay.
now you're out of range.
Now there was no point to do that, but
Now
it's
there
not
was
like
none.
we were gonna win the game.
Combo strike on Jean.
So what's Jean's current physical defense?
She doesn't have any minus to that, but she's knocked out, so her defense is 15.
Okay,
Minus
so-
6 is 9.
So it's actually 10 because she
No.
still has.
Oh yeah, she's knocked out, so I can't.
No, she's 10 because she still has fly.
Because it's a passive, that's
right.
right.
Okay, so I need
A lot.
No, not really.
4.
Once.
All right, 2 damage on Jean,
Jean is already knocked out, so it doesn't matter. She's in the red.
and another one on Jean. 2 more,
2 more damage. She's not dead yet. 1 more
And
life.
1 more to put her out. But then he would be exhausted. Wolverine adjacent.
Yes.
He'll do it.
All right.
I don't like the look of Jean right now.
And Jean
puts
is
Jean out.
incapacitated with that last attack. Mike's activation, he's going to be trying to wake up Rogue here. There you go, with an 8. She wakes
She's
up.
up.
She has 10 power now because she stole
Generates
Superman's.
9 because of
Yeah.
recovering from KO'd, and then spends 1 to stand up.
That's right, so she has 8
8
left.
left.
She'll move obviously to try
All
and get
right,
in.
she's going to try to get in. So she has 10 power, which this is a power test.
Yeah.
So you need to roll 2d6 or 2d8 plus
2d8
10.
plus 10.
And
And he needs a 16 or higher.
Yeah. There you go, right there. So she is moving
so
in,
Rogue
and you
is
are
in.
getting that.
Alright.
Batman's gonna pass with John, so Mike's gonna activate Colossus next.
And we're within the movement.
Yeah.
So we're gonna spend his power. We're gonna huck Wolverine.
So you're gonna grab Wolverine, and we've already measured this too. Wolverine is technically within range of Batman.
It's right there, just before the fire hydrant.
Yeah. And Wolverine takes 3 damage.
Yeah.
And is technically knocked down.
Yeah.
Stands up, uses 1.
Yeah, so
Well, once his activation happens.
Well,
The
the bat has an
passed,
activation in it.
so-
No, the bat has an activation.
And for John's activation, all he did was move Batman up to the edge of the barrier, taunting Wolverine to stand up and come fight. Wolverine's activation on the last one of this round, he's going to stand up with 1 and then move with 4, which leaves him with
That's sneak attack if I got
5 or 2 power left. So I would just move around the side, not right at the front.
Yeah, I can
And then-
get into that.
You need to make your power test, see if you actually can get in there.
What's my
So were you
powers?
planning to sneak attack me? Because you have to.
Well,
make
yeah,
space.
he's not done. He's because he can't go in without
I
making
can't
his
get in
willpower,
anyways,
right?
it doesn't
So you'll have to
matter.
end at the edge. So here's your willpower or your power test.
Oh wow!
Not when you wanted to see that. Not when you wanted to see that.
hilarious.
Well, that's where are you gonna end?
Besides
Where
that.
are you? You don't have to end your movement once you attempt, do you?
It's yes. You immediately check and
Yeah.
then you stop.
Okay. Then I would have had him closer instead of right there. In all honesty, so you'd still be in
Yeah,
base
like I would have
contact
tried. I would
with
have. I
Wolverine.
would have tried to come in here.
That's exactly.
Well, why were you saying go?
End of the round, we need a couple of stamina tests here. We need a stamina test here for Colossus. And 1 for Rogue as well.
Alright, here we go.
Alright, Colossus is good.
He's flying.
Rogue,
Yeah, rogue.
She's probably not gonna.
this is double 1s time. Well, that's good with an 8. You're
That's
still
close.
good.
That was
Woo!
Drive.
Last round, let's see what happens and who activates
What'd you
first.
get? 3 and I got 2.
I'm sorry, dude. It's a Justice League turn.
I had.
John's first activation is with the Flash, and he just moves up here into base contact with
So he
Rogue
does have to
using
roll
2
for-
power.
Yeah, so that he does have to roll for the power zone.
Okay, but you're a scientist,
Yeah.
so you get the
Well,
reroll.
no, because it's not.
Oh, it's power. That's
Power
right.
roll.
It's
So
not
I'll do a
willpower.
power check.
All right, what's your power?
My power is 9.
Okay,
So I'm looking for 7s on the dice.
you get it.
That's it.
So
All
you're
right, so Flash is in. All right.
all right. Flash, after moving up into base contact with Rogue, is going to do an overload combo strike, which Rogue did improve her physical defense.
Yeah. So she's up to a 19. We said
18.
18. Okay. So he
Because
needs.
she's at -1 right now.
All right. Now I'm at 7 attack.
Yeah.
So I need 12s on the dice.
And that is enough.
That is enough,
So
so
she
it's
takes
2
2
damage.
damage. She's still in the pail.
And she gets distract 1.
Okay. So now you need 11 on the dice. Gonna do it again.
Ye-
Put her into
no,
the
I'm going to do a
red.
charge this time.
All right. And that
That's
is a
crit.
crit as well. So
That's 3 damage and push 3, so it'll knock her to the edge of the zone.
yep. And she needs to make a stamina test. Come on, 8. Don't fail. And, she is knocked out. Wolverine's activation for Mike, and what are you gonna do?
Not
Well, you're gonna try to
roll that 8 for basically trying to enter.
Okay.
Whatever this other one is.
16.
You're good.
You're in.
So I need that for attacks.
Yes, you want that for attacks on Batman.
So what did I use? One
Well,
point?
here's the annoying thing. Dark Knight.
I don't know what that Dark Knight does.
I burn 2 power, immediately move this model up to 4 inches. Until the end of the round, this model can only be attacked by enemy models in base-to-base contact.
So I would just continue with the move and move him right behind Batman, so you're in deeper. You know what I mean?
So wait, what's he?
Wolverine is gonna try to snick on Batman.
Yep.
And Batman is going to activate the Dark Knight.
Okay.
So he immediately displaces up to 4 inches. So he's going to go to this side.
And then you're gonna have to use another power if you want to get back in on him to do another snick attack.
But I can't because I already tried to enter it once.
No, you're already,
No,
in
you're
the zone
already
now.
in.
You're in the zone now,
so you can move
as
throughout
well.
it.
I thought I counted it.
So Wolverine did move over after that Dark Knight ability and is in base contact with Batman again and is going to overload the snick attack. What is this? Wolverine with double ones twice in a round, or in 2 rounds.
Well, hang on.
That was one. Oh,
That's-
wait, he gets a reroll.
You do get a
You have
reroll.
reroll. So you've got 3.
You got
What do I need?
Reroll one of the ones.
reroll
and
one of
get
the
a base.
ones.
What do I
Save the
need?
3. You
What do I
need.
need?
Batman's gonna be activating for John next. What are you gonna do with him?
Alright, so he's going to use reinforced gloves.
Yeah.
He's overloading this because he might as well, because he leaves him with 1 power.
Absolutely. That's 12 plus your attack.
7 attack.
That's a hit.
I'm
Nice.
gonna leave it as it is because I have no master. I have mastermind and master tactician.
Yep.
All right, so that's it for another 2 damage on Wolverine.
And he's still in the gray. He's still healthy.
That's good. I like it.
Rogue.
Mike's activation is going to be trying to wake up Rogue here.
Figure out what my team is.
You need a 8 or less. And that was a 7 and 2.
that was a 1.
yeah, well, that's a 1.
That was a
What are
1,
you guys
man.
seeing? Unfortunately,
Okay,
Rogue is
so
there. Flash is already activated.
So
Colossus is
So we're
not in
gonna
range.
watch this. No, this is gonna be the most epic final. So he's gonna move his full movement. And he's gonna
Yeah.
slam the ground where no one is.
I'm angry! Smash! And that is the end of round
What's that?
6.
Titanic.
That's end of
got
6.
That's round of
Where was
6.
he?
So the end of 6. I scored 2 for that zone.
It's right there.
Not enough.
He almost could actually hit the Flash with that.
Almost,
That
but
would've
not
actually
quite.
been just like-
So that's the end of round 7, so we'll come back with the after action report next. Welcome guys to the after action report. You just saw the match between Mike and Jonathan and DC and Marvel, and Mike, how'd it go?
All right.
He's Batman.
First game, it was different, but I loved it. I killed Superman, so I don't care.
It's
what
the
happened.
moral victory, right? Whenever you play DC, it's always about getting rid of Superman because he's a beast.
So for those who may have been keeping score, our final score was 10-3.
Yeah.
Batman controlled his zone when he needed to.
It's unfortunate because if Deadpool would have got in there sooner, it would have been different. It would have
Oh,
changed
yeah.
the,
Yeah,
the
it's-
game.
yeah, no, it's the
drastically.
fact-
And Wolverine failed 2 of his.
Well, it's just the fact that Batman lived in that zone for the entire game.
He's like, this is it. This is my bat cave. I ain't moving. Come at me, bro.
Which, and unfortunately, that's the nature of this power zone scenario. It's how you play it. You claim a zone, try to contest the other zone.
Absolutely. Absolutely, I agree. And Mike, your thoughts? First game, you said you
I
enjoyed
loved
it.
It was fun.
It's a fun little skirmish game, eh?
Yeah.
Not nearly as many models as the other games, such as The Hobbit.
But there's a lot more stuff you can do.
Well, you have more
actually, which is
options
cool,
for your
yeah.
guys, right? And I like how the scenery is, you can interact with it.
Yeah.
I like that a lot, actually.
Yeah.
A lot. So it's a fun little game. I enjoy it. I'm obviously a Marvel fan. You're a DC Batman fan.
Batman.
I'm Batman.
It's pretty
That's why you
much
said.
Batman.
That's why you said he just sort of ignored Batman the whole entire time, was because he's a fan of Batman and didn't want to fight him because he's Batman. And John, well, you know you've been around for a while and you like
comics. Period.
Yeah. I'm gonna get my evil DC villains.
Yes, I've got
coming.
some more Justice League coming.
Well, I got Sinestro now, and I have Black Adam, and I have Deathstroke, and I have Ravager and Ra's al Ghul.
Well, and you've got the Suicide Squad box, I think, so that technically gives you another whole group of guys there because they got the rules for them came out now as well.
And I got what the hell, Lex Luthor. I was like, who else do I got? Lex Luthor. That's who I got. So I got a good collection of guys. So it's just trying to get everything in my backlog of painting, which any of us hobbyists know have a ton of it, because I don't like playing unless they're painted. Right?
It's an ever expanding.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, Mike, thank you for coming down, dude.
Yeah, man.
John, thank you again, as always.
My pleasure.
Guys, thank you for watching. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Jump over to Patreon if you want. Support us there as well. We greatly appreciate it and allows us to grow our content. Until next time, ignite your hobby.
Batman.